Thank you very much, and of course we're going to get right into it here. And you know, one thing going into this particular matchup is that Maryville, they're kind of the evil empire right now as far as all the other teams are concerned. They're a team that, going into it, every other team has immense respect for them, and why not? They're undefeated so far. Both teams trading out poke, and Carleton losing the poke out pretty heavily. Maryville gonna strike first.
And that poke was so important there for Maryville. You see that focus, you see that damage onto that main tank. They move forward, they clean up the frags. And so important, they've achieved that first cap for control. As you see, they enter right now.
And here we go, Kachao gonna drop the shatter. Maryville unfazed, only right-hand ground, and shatter the other way. Coming in from Maryville, sets up the bomb for Guru, 3 down. And Maryville just absolutely dominating here so far. Fine, they're having to concede a bit of ground here. Maryville going forward, they have to beat under pressure. Hitbot almost falling, but with the beat, they use it to push forward. They get down 2, and this looking Maryville has all that they need to take the round.
The delay here on point, the bomb out defensively does not get anyone, and in the counter grab, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, that is absolutely gonna be Maryville finishing up here. Round control gonna be going to them, and you know, strong start here for Maryville. What more can you say?
Strong start, and you see some of the values of these contender players for Maryville. We talked to the program director, Dan, and he said how important it is for these veteran players to lead these rookies, collegiate players on the squad.
A lot of damage early on. Carleton just getting dominated a bit in the neutral, and Kachao, though, on the other side, takes out Hypnon Aether. Carleton able to turn around even though they were so low.
Aether a little bit out of position there. You see that he was flanking around the pillar, trying to get a bash off, trying to get some pressure off, got isolated, got split, got focused. But look at Kachao, he's so isolated. They do have the bubble to keep him out, but they need to make sure to back up with Twitchy. Down Kachao solo, look at the pressure on the shield.
And while they were trying to keep Kachao up, Twitchy just falls on the other side. Maryville eventually grinding out the fight, but for Carleton, you're okay with this. Maryville took a really long time to get back over here onto the point, and as a result, Carleton working with the 93-0 advantage. Holding, shatter up, gonna drop the hammer, and Carleton, nothing happened to Jack, eats another grab. Carleton moving on forward. Jacklor playing out of his mind right now, and Carleton, this is everything they need in the round. Very likely to go to them now, but they're going to be staggering on in. Charge to the back, Guru gonna get the back, but Aether gets one. Twitchy out of the fight. It's exactly what Maryville needed here. It's going to be a long road. Guru down. Aether still in and around, and the problem is Maryville, they're bleeding players, even as Aether is getting picked up. He has 3 so far. He can't be stopped.
Right, this is saying up, they have the armor pack to survive post-fight. Tyrone should be back with Transcendence, but they need to control point.
Shatter in from Maryville. Hypnon, he's back. Use the shatter, but Carleton still fighting Transcendence, and Tyrone is back. And now, as this is working out, Carleton getting pickoff after pickoff. It's 99-99. But Carleton saying, you know what? Why don't we consider going to a round 3?
And that is it.
Gonna be using the Reinhardt to bully a little bit more. The problem with Maryville is that they're vulnerable to getting dove on here, running the Orisa, but Kachao is down. They're able to deal with down Carleton. Now, down to Ryan. Maryville is going to have enormous presence on the point. They should be able to get control first. Oh, no.
But right here, Maryville, they can
into the pit we go. Excessive displacement. Throwing Kachao right on in, and Carleton, they're in a bind right now. That wasn't even remotely close, and you look at Maryville. Maryville didn't have to use a single ult. So many ults here. They open up the supercharger, and pushing the supercharger's hard. Kachao just gets chugged the bomb. Gonna be finishing things off. And Maryville well on their way to taking our first map. To worry about EMP being built anytime soon. And now they move in. Man advantage. They take down Hypnon. Kachao ends up falling, but this is looking very, very good for Carleton.
Tyrone, he does go down there at the end of the Tony B, but Tyrone is making some huge picks for Carleton. Jack as well with those grab eats.
Hey, Aether building towards EMP. Carleton, they drop the barrier. They move on forward. Here comes the self-destruct though. In over the top for Carleton, looking for anything. Doesn't get it. Maryville, they disengage. Now they use the EMP. They go back the other way, but it's a very nice transcendence by Tyrone. And lets Carleton stay in the fight, EMP or no. However, Twitchy going to fall. Maryville starting to grind it down. They get the man advantage, and they're going to take the fight.
Hypnot did everything he needed to do in that fight.
They're going to rally. They're moving on forward. And Guru drops the grab, and there's just no healing to deal with it. Carleton just falls for free. Shatter going to be coming out early from Hypnot, trying to set the tone. They get Dilox down on the ground, EMP to the backhand side, and Carleton just getting poked down on all sides. Hypnot more than willing to clean up. And Maryville holding just very, very strongly here at point B after what was a rough point A defense. There's Transcendent, self-destruct to the back, not going to do much at all. Shadow though, in from Kachao. They move forward, and Maryville able to shrug it off. It was a very nice beat from Mac, and they're able to turn the tide.
He's got it hacked, he's so low, he's D-Mac.
He's D-Mac, yeah, he's D-Mac super early. And running the Silver, usually you have less punching power, but if you're able to get an early pick off, it can go the other way. But Carleton off the re-engage, they take down 2, but Trade-outs are good for Maryville. Maryville's happy with this. This is going to lead to them getting point A. So, I mean, Carleton, their goal right now is that they want to just eat the EMP and die to a degree. And EMP's going to be out.
There's the shatter.
Hypnot, easy setup in for Maryville. And Carleton, I mean, at the very least, they engage early enough that that's about the best they can hope for. And the beat is up. That's not going to be enough to save you there. Too much damage in from Maryville, and you have to bionate in from Carleton. It's not enough. Maryville just going to be cruising their way to a second map victory here. Good shatter in from Kachao, and Hypnot, his HP chunked through. Primal Rage or no, but look at this. He's still able to get twitchy. Hypnot has pierced on through. Maryville's actually going to hold.
Counter trans and the grab here for Rat.
Well, Graviton used and Dilox immediately out of the fight. Carleton likely going to have to let this one go. And you look at Hypnot, so much build there towards the very end at 64% to another Primal. Disruption, and it's because the bomb grew, takes down one, but Hypnot's disruption is what set it up. The upside here for Carleton, though, even as they're getting juggled, I mean, Street Fighter's on later, but it might as well be on now.
That is definitely just locking them in the corner with the combo. Carleton, they have time for recontest.
Down, Maryville's going to do it. They're going to be holding off Carleton here on point A. And that means Carleton, their only hope to stay alive here in the series is going to be a momentous Hanamura defense of their own. The semifinal is going to be theirs. Carleton fighting for their very lives here in the tournament, here and now. Blizzard going to be out from Dilox. The final gasp here from Carleton, but the tank from Rat takes down two on the other side. That's it.
They couldn't touch point. They got picked. They didn't have enough players alive. There was no contest available. Some might be saying C9. I will be saying that was very tactical eliminations where they could not touch.